Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the 5 challenges that we really have when leading in the digital age. So, in the industrial age, things were different. Things were a little bit more mechanical. They were a little bit more traditional, and how we operated, and how we led, and how we did different things. Oop, let me turn that off. So, in this day and age, there's 5 things that I want to cover about leading in the digital age. And the first one is that we are on all the time, 365, 24/7, always on, always accessible or not, but we expect everybody to be. And that's something we need to really juggle and really need to think about. So, as leaders, um, we think maybe if we're working all the time, then everybody else should be working all the time. And especially in this world of remote working, when there is no direct line between work and personal life, it's going to be easy to fall into that trap of working all the time. And we can't do that. We've got to be able to set up boundaries. We got to be able to set up criteria that allow us to be both productive and present at the same time. When we do that, then we will be able to remain healthy ourselves and then be able to help others as well and maintaining their health and multiply that health to other people. So as leaders, it's important for us to understand our own work ethic, our own guidelines, our own way of structuring out that work-life line, and then setting up guidelines for everybody else on the team. That is culture. Okay? That is helping create a healthy culture in which we can all thrive and all exist and all be the things that we need to be. So the challenge versus the industrial age of when it was just 9 to 5, clock in, clock out, is we're always on. We're always accessible. We've got a phone, right? That's binging all the time. We've got a computer that's there that we're checking on for various things. That we wake up. We use our phones as our alarms to wake up in the morning. So, right, it's right there. Why don't we just pick it up and check our email real quick, right? So those types of things make it really difficult for us to stay focused and just stay, I guess, to keep those boundaries and those lanes clean of what we need to do. The second thing that we need to do when leading in the digital age, one of the challenges of leading in the digital age versus the industrial age. In the industrial age, there was all this realm of leading by positional power, right? Somebody had a job. My boss was above me in some level, or the CEO, the president, whoever, and they earned respect or had influence through that position. Now it's not that way. In this age, in the digital age, we need to really focus on how to gain that trust first with individuals, and then gain and build influence with that individual. So relational impact, influence, all comes from trust and eventually loyalty from those individuals. So positional power doesn't work as much anymore, right? It's not there. You will burn bridges fast if you start throwing rank around. It doesn't work. That's a way to bully your way into compliance, right? Getting people to just be compliant. That's not the way to do it. What we need to do now is work through really building that influence and relational impact. And that's through building trust. And once you do that, once people trust you, the label, like, it's fine. It doesn't really make as big of an impact as that trust level will. I'm going to trust you because you respect me as a person, because you respect me as a colleague, as an employee, as something else that is going to enable me to trust you. Okay. It is going to enable me to want to do work for you and to be highly engaged versus just compliant. Number 3, communication now more than ever is highly visual and interactive. And we also want immediate application. Okay. So we can think various pieces of medium for this, right? So in the industrial age, it was 9 to 5, and it was mail, and it was analog, and it was all these different things. Now we've got YouTube, right? We've got instant grat. We got billions and billions of blogs and video content and everything at our disposal that is going to enable us to have instant access to things. That's going to enable us to that instant gratification. Amazon, right? If we don't get something in 3 days or 2 days that we've ordered, like, watch out. Something's going to happen. I'm going to explode. Somebody's going to die, whatever. If I don't get my package in 2 days, we expect this instant gratification, and we also expect to not pay for it, right? Well, we pay a yearly membership to Amazon, right? But really, it's free. It's free shipping, right? When we think about it. So there's this principle now of having things that are highly visual, because we can learn that way. If we're visual learners, a lot of us are, and interactive because we learn by doing, and that they are immediate application. Okay, so that's the third thing. So again, healthy work-life balance, the 24/7 application, leading through influence as opposed to positional power. And then number 3 was having communication and tools that are visual and highly interactive. Number 4 is winning through collaborative teams. And we used to, in the industrial age, rely on that one person, right? That one hero, that one person that just crushed it. They were really skilled. They've been at the company forever, or maybe they came from another company and they were a hero there and they're going to save us now. And that one person that could come in and just change everything, change the whole game. It's not that way anymore, especially since remote and COVID happened, that we are highly reliant on the collaboration of multiple people and multiple skill sets. We can't just rely on that one process-oriented person to get the job done. We can't just rely on that one visionary, creative thinker to get the job done. We have to have different talents, different gifts, different champions of different skill sets to be able to achieve what we need to achieve. So collaborative, agile, quick moving thinking teams that are able to turn on a dime. That's something else that's different. Now, last is leading a digitally connected and dispersed team. So no longer are we in one location, in one little bubble, in one building where we can just instantly call a meeting, or where I can look over the person's shoulder and see what they're working on. There's that no longer exists in a lot of environments. Well, quarantine definitely had that not existing, but right now teams are more dispersed than ever. We've got global teams across the world that are working in different countries, different time zones. And again, that makes number 1, the 24/7 always on thing, a little bit more difficult. But realizing that, how do we lead geographically dispersed teams in a way that is highly engaged and keeps them functioning at a healthy level? So all 5 of these, so work-life balance, leading through influence, not positional power, having information that's visual, interactive, and also quickly implementable, leading agile teams that are quick to turn, rather than just that one hero, having teams that are really collaborative. And then number 5 is leading digitally, geographically dispersed teams. That's the last part. So really, this whole thing is going to turn, in the 21st century, it's turned us all on our heads of how we work and how we lead these teams. If you are leading in the industrial age still, if you are leading with that mentality, you're going to have higher turnover. You're going to get compliance. You're not going to get engagement with your employees. You're going to have burnout because your expectations are not going to be met. by those individuals, and you're going to cause a culture of fear and manipulation probably within that environment. So we need to make sure that these things are really paid attention to and that people feel valued, because that is what's going to create loyalty over time. And that's what is going to help our businesses grow and thrive. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. That challenge of leading in the digital age is going to cause us to struggle a bit and want to do better with everything that we're doing. So glad that you were able to attend today, and I hope that was helpful. I didn't have any questions, right? Any questions, thoughts? No? Okay. Um, well, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to end this live stream. Thanks for watching and attending. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. I would love it. And I will talk to you later. Thanks, everybody. See you.